Well, this is it, you guys. This is our last video from Lola's farm for quite some time.
What'd you say, honey? 91?
91. We got a pretty big adventure we're about to go on. There's gonna be a lot of driving, a few flights involved.
Yeah.
But we'll be telling you guys a little bit more about that later on in this video.
But right now, it is go time, baby. We got a few more days to put as much progress on this bathroom as we can before we go.
And what's a better way to close out this chapter than to close out a chapter on our bathroom slash spa build. I think I'm gonna start calling this our spa.
I'm down. So we decided to save the hardest part for last, which is these two windows up here. And you can tell it's kind of sketchy because we need to put a ladder on this piece of cement to even access that spot up there.
And to make things even more fun, this is a homemade ladder made by our good buddy Rodrigo, made from rotten 2x4s that we built our greenhouse with. But don't worry, we cut out the rotten parts.
Hey, at least we're not having it on the cement today. It's in the sand.
Hopefully.
So honey, once we have this window done, then we can finally finish the front side, right?
We can finally finish. It's crazy. We're gonna have to go there and then go to the front.
You know what though? It's like holding us accountable to like getting it fully done, you know? Because we could easily just focus on like the front side or the sides that you see, but yeah, we don't buy into that whole like, you know, it matters what's on the inside. We're all about, you know.
We're superficial.
Very superficial when it comes to building.
So Sadie has a favorite toy and it's been missing for like 2 weeks. And we've had to like distract her. Be like, oh, you know, you'll find it eventually, or it's not here right now. We thought it was gone forever. We thought the dogs ate it, but Rodrigo just found it, and he's about to give it to her.
You want this?
Yeah.
You want it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Suzy. Lola.
Lola's excited too.
What do you got, Bubba?
Happy.
You happy?
Are you happy? Oh, her tail is going. That means Lola's happy too. Yeah. Happy tail. Happy tail. Are you so happy?
Lola.
Stop.
Lola.
Can I see Susie?
Yeah. That's it.
This kind of demented looking toy is...
I got it from the dollar store in town like a month and a half ago.
Do you want to give Susie a kiss?
Yeah.
Can I give her a kiss? Can you give her a kiss?
The inside trim over here is now all done. So now I got to start focusing on the back, believe it or not. I've had to be strategic with what piece I put next because that's going to kind of dictate how good everything looks. You want a cookie?
Yeah.
First things first, I just need to cut this 1x6 at a 14-degree angle. All right, I'm gonna hold this up against the roof and you mark the bottom of the place in there.
Bottom of the place. There you go.
How does it look? Does it look flush?
Yeah. We might need to like push it like in the middle. It's a little bit bowed in the middle.
So I'm gonna get back to this side of the workshop and I need to now start wrapping these metal beams in wood. So I'm gonna start working on this side right here.
We are cruising right along right now. I feel like when we're working together, we're always just like boom, like rapid fire, getting stuff done.
I also feel like right before we're about to leave, there's also that element of...
Like senior year in high school.
Yeah, but in senior year in high school, I didn't do anything. I just failed everything after I got into college.
Oh, like see, there's like a piece of me right now that just wants to go into absolute chill mode.
Dude, I'm like so inspired. Like, we're gonna get as much done as possible before we go.
That's why we're a good balance. Right? So we're gonna give you guys a little update on what we have going on in the front of our little home over here. So this is something the guys, Iberto and Enrique, have been working on for the last week, and I am so excited about it. So we basically I wouldn't say doubled our living space.
50% for sure. We like increase our living space by
50%.
Yeah.
It's really hard to enjoy it out here because with the elements, a lot of times like we still just got annihilated with either wind or rain. So now we have a nice covering. I think the roofing is gonna be going up today.
It's definitely going up today. This is gonna be done today, honey.
And once this is up, I don't think we're gonna be able to get it done before we go home, but this is going to be just covered in plants and twinkly lights.
Well, the rain started coming in a little bit. You can see everything starting to get a little bit wet. So I'm gonna stop doing the trim because I think it's just gonna be a quick passing shower. And in the meantime, I'm gonna help these guys with putting up this plastic roof. This is the start of it. This is piece number one, and we gotta nail this piece because if this one's not right, by the time you get all the way over there, your roof looks really messed up. Just about halfway there. The guys just called it quits for a day. They finish at 3. But check it out from here. It's starting to look so good. It's funny, when you see it from here, it looks like way too short. But that roof is over 7 feet tall. But just because we're uphill here, kind of throws everything off. But just a little bit more to go and we're protected from the rain, baby. So after tomorrow, we'll be good to go.
I feel like Sadie is at the point where she's learning a new Spanish word every single day, which is really making me feel like I'm behind. I gotta step up my game. Like she'll say something and I can tell that she's saying it in Spanish, but I don't know what it is. And it's like, crap, like I feel like I should know these words because I need to be able to communicate with her both in English and Spanish. I feel like it's gonna get to the point where she's just gonna like totally surpass me and I'll be like, Sadie, what does this mean in Spanish?
Sushi.
Mocha!
Mocha.
Mocha come!
That's it for one day. This beam's all wrapped. I even got some painter's caulk in there, drying up nice. And it'll be all ready for tomorrow. That caulk is just to basically like cover up all the seams, make it look like one cohesive piece. But I gotta wait for tomorrow to sand it. And I'm calling this work day there because I wanna go play with Sadie for a little bit. And then we gotta get back to work for our second job. So we're gonna be bringing you guys along for a really long work day. But from here on out, this is basically like the super, super fun part.
Tonight is a pretty monumental night. Tonight is Sadie's first time having box mac and cheese. I lived on this stuff, honey, except it was always Kraft. It was never Annie's. But, you know, we live in, in different times now. You know, the whole deal with organic and all that. And Sadie's having a blast over here just nomming on this stick of butter. Thoroughly enjoying every moment. Do you like it, baby?
Yeah. Pata. Pata.
Sade's going for seconds. You like it, huh?
We're leaving LOLA'S farm and we're heading down to town. We have some stuff to go do and we have a pretty massive announcement to tell you guys. See you, bro. This guy has been in this roastery since like 6 a.m. You ready to pour some coffee or what?
I'm gonna pour.
Until you can't pour anymore, baby. That's what I know, that something good's happening. Our coffee business has been working around the clock on sourcing coffees, roasting coffees, sampling coffees, brewing coffees, because we're just 2 days away from the Brewers Cup in Panama. This is an international coffee competition that for coffee nerds like us is a really big deal. So this is it.
This is it.
Do you think that this is good enough to name you the best coffee brewer in the world?
As good as it gets. It's been challenging. You know this. You've been every step of the way with me. And we have done our very best.
And of all the coffee that you've tasted, for you, this is the best.
It is.
This represents our team the best.
It is.
And this is gonna get us to Greece to compete in the World Cup.
Hopefully. Let's do it.
In celebration of this competition and of us trying to be named the best coffee brewers in the world, having the best coffee in the world, we want to give you guys at home the opportunity to be the judge. So we just launched 2 brand new coffees. One is called Willy and the other is called Wonka. These 2 coffees are so different. So Willy is more chocolatey.
More of a traditional, classic kind of guy. And Wonka is more of a
Wonka is candy-like, it's sweet, it's juicy, it's unpredictable.
Yeah, unpredictable, exactly.
So this is an opportunity for you guys to try 2 very different coffees, compare them, evaluate them, and see which one you like the most. In some of these bags, in tradition of the kind of Willy Wonka theme,
we're gonna be having a golden ticket. And if you guys get one of these golden tickets, you will receive a sample of the coffee that Arturo is using in his competition.
And this coffee that you'll get is some of the best coffee in the world. I mean, if you were gonna buy this coffee at a cafe, it would be hundreds of dollars a pound. So if you guys wanna try this coffee out, we have it for sale. You can either grab a bag of Willy, or you could grab a bag of Wonka, or you could get them both, try them both out, get your shot at the golden ticket. If you guys wanna try it out, there's a link in the description below. But fair warning, we usually sell it pretty quickly. So the storyteller in me is saying, let's finish up the story. Let's get back to work in the bathroom. Let's finish this up. Let's put an ending to this. But the farmer or property owner, landowner, whatever you want to call it, in me is saying, what the heck are you doing?
It's time to get our shiz together, baby.
We're leaving tomorrow.
For a month.
And we're gonna get 100 inches of rain over that time period, and we're just not ready for it at all. So I think we could get the outside bathroom done, but I don't want to come back to a mess in a month of everything being washed away and everything being messed up.
Definitely not.
So step number 1 is going to be drilling a bunch of holes in this retaining wall here, because we built this drain to move all the water around and out from the patio area, but there's no way for the water to get in. So I have this rotary hammer and I'm going to just blast a bunch of 2-inch holes in it.
So while Jord is working on doing all those holes over there, I'm actually gonna focus on this entire hillside here. I'm gonna fill in all of kind of the holes in the gaps. So we actually still have a little bit of dirt left over from when we dug out these septic tank holes. So I'm just gonna fill a bunch of wheelbarrows full of dirt and just keep lugging it up to that hillside. Well, I'm pretty happy with the progress that I've been making so far. I've leveled out some spots, I've filled in some spots, but now is my time for baby Sade. The beautiful thing though about today's project of the day is I think Sadie's actually gonna really wanna help. Anything to do with like dirt and digging and just getting dirty. She's gotten over the not liking being dirty part phase of her life.
Jeez, this is awful. I am just covered in powder. I'm so uncomfortable right now. Like everything feels like imagine if someone took a handful of flour and just threw it on you and you just have to spend the rest of the day like that. In an ideal world, I'd do this a little bit differently, but I am a little bit short on time and I'm a little bit short on materials. So what I've done is I've taken this scrap PVC that we had laying around, then I drilled some holes in it. And what I'm gonna do is glue that PVC right in here like this, sloping downward. Es posible poquito más. Ahí. And the last step before backfilling this all in is I'm taking the ends of these pipes and I'm putting some weed block over it. I gotta tell you, it took me 3 years to find weed block. I've been looking for it for that long. And I just found one little roll on a random shelf in a hardware store that just happened to pop up there. So this stuff stops the dirt and the rocks and anything else from entering the pipe. It makes it so just the water passes through. In an ideal world, I would connect all these pipes and have kind of like a bigger catch, but I just gotta make do with what I got right now.
So I bought all these coconuts a few days ago. I always do this. I always like go grocery shopping like 3 days before we're about to leave somewhere. We just have so much food and so much that we just have to try to eat through within like 48 hours. But I have 5 of these coconuts. It's me, George, Sadie, and Rod. We're gonna have a little coconut party. Let's get a straw. You want to take the first sip?
Yum,
Is
yum.
that good?
No,
Go ahead.
More. Is it good?
Yeah, some more.
I'm gassed.
You look gassed, honey.
I mean, my pants are ripped. I'm covered in concrete.
I got some bad news.
What?
We're not even close to done.
Say,
Sadie wants to go inside the wheelbarrow.
This is the Sadie Express. Now arriving at Heidi, the Hilux.
So we've actually been looking for mulch around here for so long, and
Months, dude, like 6 months.
we haven't been able to find it. I don't know if just people make it there themselves, you know?
So I've been thinking what I can use as mulch, and the good news is that there's a rice processing plant nearby. So I got 1 ton of rice husks. I'm gonna try to use that as mulch.
Who needs fireworks when you can just, you know, cut some rice husk? I do have to say, this isn't gonna be the most beautiful thing. Maybe not. I mean, it kind of just looks like really small little pieces of hay. Ideally, mulch would look a lot better. But the good thing is, this is, you know, this is temporary. This is until we can either start making our own mulch, which is a goal for the future. The other good thing is, this whole entire thing, which is 1 ton, only cost $20.
Bum, 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 bum.
So Jordan and I will be on wheelbarrow duty. Sadie's gonna be on spreading duty.
If we don't put this rice husk down, this mountainside in front of our workshop is gonna erode away. We've been digging around, we've been digging trenches, we've been moving soil around, and there's a ton of exposed dirt with no grass that's rooted to hold the dirt in place. So with the over 100 inches of rain that are gonna hit this mountainside, we're in for a world of trouble if we don't put some mulch on top of it. I am running out of time here. I got this area all filled in. The dirt is just right at the point of where all the drain tubes are, so the water can get right in there. But I only have about half of this covered with the rice husk, and I have probably about a few 100 pounds of it still in my truck. I need to get it all out of there. But I only have about 30 minutes of sunlight left. So I'm gonna do everything I can. If I gotta work into the dark, that's just what I gotta do. All right, well, it's kind of hard to see what's going on, but this is definitely a heck of a lot better. This is gonna make it so we don't have a ton of erosion here over the next few months when all the rain hits this. If I had the option, I'd buy another one and spread it out here. You can see some spots are a little thin. These green things sticking up are plants. I really can't see, so I can't like make it look beautiful, but functionally, I think this is gonna help a lot with erosion, and that's really all I care about. Just over this time that we're gone, I wanna give our plants a fighting chance. I wanna give the vegetation that we put here some time to root, so one day we don't have to have a white front lawn covered in rice. Well, this is the end of a chapter. It's time for us to leave Lola's farm again. So this is our last video from the workshop, from this piece of land, from our piece of land, from our home for a little bit. Not super long, but a little bit. We got some
business to take care of.
And then after that, we're gonna take a quick trip back to the United States to see some family, check up on our coffee roastery, and get back here and get back to work. But if you guys want to celebrate the closing of this chapter and this big competition that we're going to, just another reminder that we have these 2 new coffees available, Willy and Wonka. It's such an awesome opportunity for you guys to taste and compare 2 very different coffees. Because a lot of times it's like you get medium roast or you get dark roast.
Right.
And with this, The roast is nearly the same, but the difference is in the bean and in the flavors and the sweetness and the chocolatiness and all that good stuff. So we hope you guys love it. If you want to check it out, link is in the description below. But
we love you guys so much, and we'll be seeing you guys on the next one.
see you next time.